Hey fam, what's up? It's Monday. It's the day after Mother's Day, and I have to be honest. I almost called this out. Have you ever had just one of those days where you just really didn't feel like doing it, and you just did it anyway? So that's kind of how I am today. I'm not really feeling it, but my friend called me and he said my accountability partner. And I had a student that called out, so I actually got off a little early today. And a part of me just really wanted to go home. I just was not feeling it today. Um, not any particular reason why, because I had a great weekend and my family time was great. Got to hang out, got to see two of my brothers and sisters, and just have one of those days where you're not feeling it, and I don't know, maybe it was the high from the weekend, and then I'm coming down, and so having to go back to work, and I got a lot of got a lot of stuff on my mind about some things that's getting ready to happen, and some things that I want to happen. So this, I don't know, wasn't really feeling like doing this today, but so I did a few floor exercises uh, at my house, and so as you can see, I don't know if you can see those rabbits over there, and so but anyway, got me off track. But just not really feeling it, and I'm sure we all have those days. So I was reading today. I'm going to start a new book. It's a book of poetry by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Nope, not a book. I mean, a book of poetry. It's a book of his that he wrote. I don't think it was very popular at the time, so I downloaded it. So I'm going to start reading that. And my mom graduated from uh, Paul Dunbar High School back in Washington, Louisiana, back in the day. And so her class was the last black class, all black class to graduate. So it was kind of cool that I found his book today. I knew he was a poet, but I didn't know that he had written some books. So I'm going to read one of his books. I'll let you know the name of it. I downloaded it already, but I just did it today, so I can't really think of the name of it, but I'll let you know. So there is this, I read this story today about a 12-year-old boy that shot and killed a Sonic worker, and he and a 20-year-old were at a Sonic gas station, and a 20-year-old was taking a piss in the parking lot. So the worker came out, so they got into it. 12-year-old boy shot him, and I got to be honest, I am absolutely sick and tired of hearing how we have these youngsters driving around, and when I say youngsters, younger than 18, driving around with all of the guns. And it is astonishing to me that they have such little regard for human life. And I just wonder, how did we get to that point? We can talk about all the societal issues and things like that, but how is it that we have lost that capacity to feel each other's pain? How is it that the first thing we do is, when we get mad, is we pick up a gun? And my first question is, why were they, and it was an assault rifle, so why were they driving around with an assault rifle? I don't know. So, but why do we have such little regard now? Everybody, I'm sure if you talk to different people, they have all kind of excuses, whether it's, God, or, the lack thereof, economic issues, what is it? And no home training, no dad in the house. There's a lot of reasons, but I guess it just still baffles me sometimes. And I'd like to know an answer. Why is it that there's such little regard for each other? And it still amazes me, baffles me, and it is a cause for concern, because it's almost like you have to live life on the edge. You never really know what's coming up next. How is it that, like yesterday, I had such a great day, and then Okay, I'm gonna show you something here. It's kind of pissed me off too. Is that you see right here? Yeah, I have an ingrown hair, so I was mad about that. So something simple to be mad about. But anyway, that's not a big issue. But again, let me go back to the gun issue. What is it gonna take for us, for our young men, to stop killing each other? We are killing each other at an alarming rate. And I can't remember if I heard this or I read this, but gun violence is becoming the #1 killer of our young people. And I want to say under 35, like 18 to 35. I can't remember the statistic I read, so don't quote me on that. I'll have to go back and look that up. I don't like giving out statistics unless I've read them. So, but how sad it is that we have such little regard for each other. What is it going to take? It's more of a rhetorical question. I'm just kind of having a stream of thought here as I walk, and just kind of thank you guys for listening. I'm just kind of keeping me accountable, because I had a friend of mine, he sent me a text. He said, hey, no more videos, because I told you I worked out last week, but I didn't do any videos last week. And so I'm like, okay, I'll do a video. And so thank you guys for keeping me accountable. So but anyway, like I always say, just get up and move. Even though I don't feel like it today, I am doing it, and as y'all can tell, I'm sweating pretty bad here, but that's all right. And so I guess I'm kind of in a more of a melancholic mood, because this coming Sunday we have a young man. He's about to graduate high school at our church, and I really want to see him succeed. His brother graduated last year, and so it's a family of 3 boys. And so for the families that have to go through, I think about them as I think about families that have lost loved ones due to gun violence. And it's like, I'm kind of scared for them, because one is 21, I think the other one is 19 or something. And that scares me to think of the world that he's about to get into, that we have such little regard for each other. And but you can't live your life in fear. You got to get out. You got to do something. You have to enjoy your life as best you can, and try to surround yourself with good people, that love you and care about you and want to protect you. But sometimes even that's not enough. And again, I just simply pose that rhetorical question: what do we do? You can't legislate morality, even though they're trying. There's no way to legislate morality. So, but hey, thank you guys for listening. That's my rant for today. And thank you for keeping me accountable. And I guess at some point I'll show my weight. But for me, it's really weird, because when I start working out, I actually gain weight. And but at some point it'll drop, because naturally the body just kind of holds on to it as long as it can, at least mine. And then I lose water weight first, naturally, and then I'll start losing the inches. But I've been doing some push-ups and things like that, so muscle weighs more than fat. So I think that's why I actually gain weight, but I slim down. So that's why I don't really worry about the number on a scale. So I'm still looking for some good recipes. I need quick recipes. I don't have a lot of time. So if you have some unique recipes that you want me to try, send them to me, DM me, and maybe I'll make a video. So again, if you have some good recipes, I'd love to try them. So just let me know how you guys. Y'all take care of yourself. This is Isaac with Hi JR Sings. Peace out, fam.